This is an overview of the dark side of Snapchat, a popular photo-video messaging app. I'm not saying that Snapchat has no redeeming qualities and can't be used for good, but it has a low ROI, or return on investment for using it. I believe the harm it can cause is darker than any silver lining. I will show you how, more than any other platform, the features of Snapchat promote addictive behavior, compromise mental, spiritual, and emotional health, and decrease physical safety. Things which are not good for any of us, and especially our youngest, most vulnerable and impressionable population. 90% of its users are ages 13 to 24 years old, younger than any other app. We have no data on how many children younger than this are using this app because they have to claim that they are at least 13 years old. But anecdotal evidence shows that this is a popular app among elementary school children as well. And that sets up the story of why some of these features are especially concerning. Let me explain. Snaps. When you send a message in Snapchat, it's called a snap. And just as fast as you can snap your fingers, the snaps disappear. They can be set to disappear from the receiver's phone in just a few seconds or up to 24 hours. But the trademark feature is that none of them last, or so you think. This gives Snapchat users a false sense of security because they can send anything that they want, and they have this assumption that it's going to go away. There are no consequences for sending this piece of content. If you get a snap, you can take a screenshot of it on your phone, and then you've saved it. This will send a notification to the sender, but there's nothing that they can do about that. Also, there are apps that can take a screenshot of the snaps, and then you never know. The disappearing nature of these snaps is a marketer's or an app developer's dream. They create a sense of urgency, a time limit, or a deadline. Users have a fear of missing out if they don't check in every day because the messages could be gone before you even see them. But as if that was not enough to fuel addiction, Snapchat actually penalizes you for not checking in every day. They do this with streaks. A streak means you have messaged the same person every day for more than 3 days. You are rewarded with a fire symbol and a number next to their name. And the streak has begun. It's gamified because every day that you play, you get one more number added to your total. Some streaks last for more than a year, and if you drop one by forgetting to reply one day, you could lose a friendship over it. If you get your phone taken away, you give your password to a friend and ask them to streak for you. If you have a good relationship with your parents, kids have also been known to ask their parents to streak for them. Kids even wake each other up in the middle of the night before it expires. It fuels obsession when you no longer send a message because you have something to say, but you send a message to meet a quota, which increases your popularity, or ruins it if you don't do it right. Now, the number of streaks you have, as well as the length of them, feeds into your Snap score. This is a number that reflects how much you use the app. Higher scores are rewarded with trophies and other perks. This score inherently rewards time spent on the app, which increases addiction and gives you one more reason to snap. It also assigns you a numerical value, which can easily be confused with popularity and interfere with self-identity and self-esteem at a time of life when these are most fragile. The fact that the Snap score is kind of a mystery algorithm, it's almost like you're playing an eternal game that you don't know how to win. Imagine playing basketball with no hoops. Filters and AR lenses. These are two slightly different things in Snapchat. Filters change more of the color and effect after you take the picture or video, whereas lenses are augmented realities that interact with your image and add to it, such as change your face into a baby, a puppy dog, or an anime character. Both change or distort the image in some way. And this is what's concerning, and why both Instagram and Snapchat may harm teens more than any other app, according to a study done in the UK. Digital image distortion can create a dissatisfaction with reality, a concept that your face, or the way that God created it is not good enough, and it needs to be perfected. Like a snowstorm, it can make it harder to see reality. In fact, there's something now called Snapchat dysmorphia, meaning seeking plastic surgery treatment for body modifications to match Snapchat filters. Another concern is the augmented reality lenses have seemingly endless possibilities, which means they range from cutesy and harmless to immoral and suggestive, like the symbol of a porn star. Additionally, some of the lenses can change the look of your age, which is being used by predators to pose as peers. The Discover section offers content created by celebrities, news, brands, entertainment outlets, and other users. It's just a hodgepodge mix of content. This is not an optional section and cannot be turned off, which is the first problem, because it's located in the same tab where you see your friends' stories. So the content is almost unavoidable. Unfortunately, the offerings include a heavy dose of promotional clickbait advertising, and it often includes mature, violent, shocking, or sexually suggestive material designed to get attention. Everything from alcohol to even the viral footage from the El Paso shooting in August 2019 is promoted in the Discover section. Finally, Snap Maps. Snap Map displays your location on a map in real time. Only your Snapchat friends can see where you are, and it can be disabled, but once it is enabled, it stays on, and it's easy to forget. Younger audiences, and younger users especially, may innocently turn it on without knowing the importance of location privacy. Especially because all their friends on Snapchat can see it, and some of them may not be friends at all, but predators posing as peers. Which may be one of the worst pitfalls of Snapchat. One criminal justice scholar explained why. Snapchat has become a haven for child predators to exchange child pornography with each other and to induce children to send pictures of them to the predator, which I will add they can later use to blackmail the child into sending them more images and later meet with them in person. Also, they said, we're seeing difficulty in law enforcement investigating due to the disappearing snaps. To summarize, Snapchat can be compared to the American Wild West of the olden days. There are few rules, no real way to moderate what is going on, and evidence of inappropriate behavior is quickly wiped away. So in conclusion, I recommend parents become more involved and aware. Perhaps set restrictions. Be aware that kids can delete the app before they get home so it's nowhere on their phone, but they will still have an active account. Snappers, be smart. Set limits. Fight the reward manipulations. Turn off the Snap Maps feature. Limit friend requests to only those you know in real life. And only share content that can live forever. Marketers, think about what you are supporting. You do market on Snapchat. Be a bright light and only share content that inspires, uplifts, or educates, and that's appropriate for all ages. Finally, I would encourage everyone to do more research. As a start, I'll link to a bunch of articles in the description below, or you can watch any of the videos in my playlist about the perils and pitfalls of Snapchat. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Be safe and be smart.